Burkina Faso's story begins with the Mossi kingdoms, powerful states that ruled the region from the 15th to the 19th centuries. The Mossi were renowned horsemen who fiercely defended their territories, establishing a rich legacy of independence and resistance. The winds of change swept over Burkina Faso in the late 19th century, when French colonizers arrived. Under colonial rule, the Mossi kingdoms lost their sovereignty, but not their spirit. Their resistance to foreign control remained strong, a trait that would later shape the destiny of Burkina Faso. In 1960, Burkina Faso, known then as Upper Volta, gained independence from France. It was a time of hope, a time of dreams. But the journey to true freedom was far from over. A series of military coups followed, bringing about a period of political instability. Enter Thomas Sankara, a charismatic leader who emerged in the early 1980s. Sankara, often called Africa's Che Guevara, championed a radical vision of self-reliance and anti-imperialism. He renamed the country Burkina Faso, meaning land of upright people, to reflect his vision of a society rooted in justice, integrity, and self-determination. Burkina Faso's culture is as vibrant as its history is profound. From the rhythm of the balafon, a kind of wooden xylophone, to the bold patterns of the Faso Danfani, the national cloth, Burkina Faso is a tapestry of diverse ethnic groups, languages, and traditions. Each thread contributes to the rich cultural fabric of this nation. In summary, Burkina Faso, the land of upright people, carries a legacy of resistance and resilience from the Mossi kingdoms to the era of Thomas Sankara. Its diverse culture, shaped by numerous ethnic communities, is a testament to the country's rich history and vibrant spirit. So next time you hear about Burkina Faso, remember the story of the land of upright people, a story of courage, integrity, and the unyielding spirit of a people who have navigated the tides of history with unwavering resolve.
Have you ever considered how the geographical location of a region can shape the history and cultural identity of its people? Today, we delve into the heart of Africa, to the Sahel region, a place where geography, culture, and history intertwine, creating a rich tapestry of life and civilization. The Sahel, a belt of land stretching across Africa, serves as a natural transition zone between the arid Sahara Desert to the north and the lush tropical savannas to the south. It's a semi-arid region, characterized by grasslands, savannas, and sparse woodlands. The climate here is harsh, with high temperatures and low rainfall. Despite these challenging conditions, life has found a way to adapt, thrive, and create a unique ecosystem. Many species of plants and animals call the Sahel home, each adapted to survive in the extreme conditions. The resilient acacia tree, for instance, has developed long roots to reach deep underground water sources. The nomadic lifestyle of the pastoralists and their herds of cattle, sheep, and goats is another vivid testament to the adaptability of life in the Sahel. One cannot speak of the Sahel without mentioning the Niger River, the lifeblood of the region. This mighty river flows through 5 countries, providing vital water resources for agriculture and human consumption. Along its banks, communities have developed ingenious farming techniques to harness the river's bounty, cultivating crops such as millet, sorghum, and rice. Transitioning from the Sahel's geography and way of life, our journey takes us to the historical Mossi kingdoms. These kingdoms, nestled within what is now Burkina Faso, encompassed a rich cultural heritage that still resonates today. The Mossi kingdoms emerged in the 15th century, built upon the foundations of powerful dynasties. The capital city, Ouagadougou, became a bustling center of trade and culture. The Mossi people were known for their intricate political system, which included a central king and a network of regional governors. Architecture was a significant aspect of Mossi society, with royal courts and religious structures reflecting their cultural values. Traditional Mossi compounds, for instance, were designed to be both functional and symbolic, representing social status and family lineage. In essence, the Sahel region and the Mossi kingdoms are a testament to the resilience and adaptability of life and culture. From the semi-arid landscapes of the Sahel to the historical grandeur of the Mossi kingdoms, we've journeyed through a region shaped by its geography and the people who have adapted to it. We've seen how the Niger River sustains life and agriculture in the Sahel and explored the rich cultural heritage of the Mossi kingdoms. We've learned about the unique adaptations of life in the Sahel and how the geography of the region has shaped the history and cultural identity of its people. This exploration serves as a reminder of the intricate relationship between geography, culture, and history, and how each plays a role in shaping the unique tapestry of life that is our world. The story of the Sahel and the Mossi kingdoms is just one among many, waiting to be discovered and appreciated.
What does it take for a nation to rise from the ashes of colonial rule to carve out a path of self-reliance and egalitarianism? This is the story of Burkina Faso, a small West African nation that has grappled with these questions and more. The journey of Burkina Faso towards independence from French colonial rule was not a walk in the park. It was a struggle, a fight for freedom that began in the early 20th century. The people of Burkina Faso, then known as Upper Volta, were subjected to forced labor, economic exploitation, and cultural erosion under the French colonial administration. However, the seeds of resistance were sown early on, as the people began to rally against these injustices. The turning point in this struggle came in the 1980s, with the emergence of a charismatic and visionary leader, Thomas Sankara, a military officer, a Marxist revolutionary, and a Pan-Africanist. Sankara came to power through a popularly supported coup in 1983. His leadership marked a new chapter in the history of Burkina Faso. Sankara's vision for Burkina Faso was one of self-reliance and egalitarianism. He rejected aid from international organizations like the IMF, choosing instead to focus on social, ecological, and economic programs. His domestic policies were as radical as they were transformative. He tackled famine prevention, implemented land reform, launched literacy campaigns, and spearheaded infrastructure development. Sankara also took bold steps to promote gender equality, outlawing practices like female genital mutilation, forced marriages, and polygamy. Under Sankara, Burkina Faso saw the rise of revolutionary committees and tribunals to combat corruption and political crimes. However, his tenure was not without controversy. There were allegations of human rights violations, and his revolutionary programs drew both admiration and criticism. But there's no denying that Sankara's leadership left a lasting legacy on Burkina Faso and beyond. In 1987, Sankara was assassinated, marking the end of a revolutionary era. But the spirit of resistance that he embodied continues to live on in the people of Burkina Faso. Beyond the political struggles, Burkina Faso is a nation rich in cultural diversity. Home to various ethnic communities like the Mossi, Fulani, and Bobo, the country is a vibrant tapestry of cultural practices, traditional dances, and ceremonies. Events like the FESPACO Film Festival and the Moronaba ceremony showcase the richness of Burkinabe culture. To sum up, the story of Burkina Faso is one of resilience and resistance, of a people's struggle for independence, and of a leader's vision for a self-reliant and egalitarian society. It's a story of revolutionary movements, of the power of cultural diversity, and of a nation's unwavering spirit. And while the journey is far from over, the people of Burkina Faso continue to write their own narrative, one day at a time.
In the vast expanse of cinematic traditions, nestled within the vibrant heart of Africa, lies a gem that has been bedazzling the world of film for over half a century. This is the Pan-African Film and Television Festival of Ouagadougou, fondly known as FESPACO, a beacon of African cinema that shines bright on the global stage. Our journey begins in the late 60s, an era of emerging voices, of narratives yearning to be told. The year was 1969 when the first FESPACO festival took place in Ouagadougou, the capital of Burkina Faso. It was a humble start, with only 5 participating countries, but a start nonetheless. FESPACO was born out of a desire to reclaim African stories, to steer them away from the gaze of the West and towards the authentic voices of the continent. It sought to celebrate African directors and filmmakers who were using the medium of film to explore their cultures, their histories, and their realities. The festival quickly garnered attention, becoming a biennial event by 1973 and attracting filmmakers from across the continent. It was more than just a film festival. It was a movement, a rallying cry for African cinema, a platform where African narratives could be shared and celebrated in their truest form. As FESPACO grew, so did the cinema of Burkina Faso. Known as the home of African cinema, Burkina Faso, despite its economic challenges, has consistently produced films that resonate with people far beyond its borders. Its films are a testament to the power of storytelling, the ability to weave narratives that captivate, educate, and inspire. Burkina Faso's cinema is deeply rooted in its rich cultural heritage, a heritage that is beautifully reflected in its art and craftsmanship. Traditional crafts, such as weaving, pottery, and woodcarving, are more than just skills passed down through generations. They are expressions of a people's identity, a mirror to their history, a testament to their resilience. One cannot talk about Burkina Faso's art without mentioning its iconic masks and sculptures. These pieces, often used in traditional ceremonies, are a powerful means of communication, bridging the gap between the spiritual and the physical world. They are a testament to the country's artistic prowess and its deep connection to its cultural roots. These elements of Burkina Faso's art and culture are not just preserved in museums or showcased in festivals. They are alive and thriving in the country's cinema, shaping narratives and giving voice to stories that might otherwise remain untold. Today, FESPACO stands as a testament to the power of African cinema. Every 2 years, filmmakers, actors, and cinema lovers from around the world gather in Ouagadougou to celebrate African film. It is a space where stories are shared, voices are heard, and African cinema is celebrated in all its glory. FESPACO and Burkina Faso's vibrant cinema and art culture are more than just a testament to the country's creative prowess. They are a beacon of hope, a reminder that stories matter, that narratives shape societies, and that cinema, in all its forms, has the power to change the world. As we delve into the future, we look forward to the stories that will emerge from this vibrant hub of creativity. Stories that will captivate us, challenge us, and ultimately connect us. Because at the heart of it all, that's what FESPACO, Burkina Faso's cinema, and indeed, all of cinema is about connection. Through stories, through art, through cinema, we connect with each other, with our past, with our future, and with the vibrant tapestry of human experience.
Have you ever pondered the intricate dance of culture and rhythm that beats at the heart of Burkina Faso? The melodies and movements of this West African nation are more than mere entertainment. They're the lifeblood of a vibrant and resilient people. Burkina Faso, a landlocked country in West Africa, is a pulsating symphony of music and dance. The rhythm of the balafon, a kind of wooden xylophone, resonates through the air while the talking drum weaves tales of ancient wisdom and modern experiences. These traditional instruments form the backbone of Burkinabe music, a rich tapestry of sound that has evolved over centuries. The balafon's hypnotic melodies and the talking drum's rhythmic cadences are not just relics of a bygone era, they're the foundation of modern Burkinabe music. Contemporary musicians in Burkina Faso draw inspiration from these age-old rhythms, fusing them with modern beats to create a unique sound that captivates audiences worldwide. This blend of traditional and contemporary is a testament to the enduring influence of Burkina Faso's musical heritage. But in Burkina Faso, music is not just a form of artistic expression, it's an integral part of social and cultural celebrations. From the joyous rhythms of a wedding to the solemn melodies of a funeral, music and dance reflect the ebb and flow of life, marking both its triumphs and its trials. Venture beyond the urban centers, and you'll find a different rhythm, one that's inextricably linked to the land. In the rural expanses of Burkina Faso, life moves to the beat of agricultural cycles. The rustle of millet fields, the communal hum of harvest time, the peaceful silence of a freshly plowed field. These are the sounds that define rural Burkina Faso. Agriculture is more than just a way of life here. It's the cornerstone of Burkina Faso's economy. Sustainable farming methods, passed down through generations, are a testament to the people's deep connection with the land. But this rural idyll faces challenges. Climate change, soil degradation, and a lack of access to modern farming tools threaten these traditional practices. Yet, the people of Burkina Faso are not ones to shy away from adversity. Initiatives for agricultural development are being implemented, aiming to equip rural communities with the tools they need to thrive in a changing world. To sum up, the heartbeat of Burkina Faso is a complex symphony of music, dance, and rural life. The traditional rhythms of the balafon and talking drum influence modern music, while music and dance play a vital role in cultural celebrations. In the rural expanses, agriculture forms the rhythm of life, with sustainable farming practices shaping the economy. Yet, challenges exist, and the resilience of the Burkinabe people is being put to the test. But with their enduring spirit and rich cultural heritage, the rhythm of Burkina Faso is one that will continue to resonate.
Burkina Faso, a vibrant country in West Africa, is a melting pot of linguistic diversity. With more than 60 languages spoken across its borders, Burkina Faso is a fascinating tapestry of cultures, each with its unique dialect and oral traditions. In this linguistic landscape, French reigns as the official language, a legacy of colonial history. However, a multitude of indigenous languages such as Mossi, Dioula, and Fula add to the country's rich linguistic fabric. Mossi, for example, is the most widely spoken, with nearly half of the population using it as their first language. It is within these indigenous languages that the soul of Burkina Faso's oral traditions thrives. Passed down through generations, these traditions serve as the lifeblood of Burkina Faso's rich cultural heritage. Epic tales of heroes, ancestral wisdom, moral lessons, and age-old customs are all woven into the vibrant tapestry of Burkina Faso's oral narratives. To truly immerse oneself in Burkina Faso's culture, understanding and speaking a few phrases in an indigenous language can be an incredible start. In Mossi, for instance, a simple greeting can be "Ne itaabo," which translates to "How are you?" Respond with "Lafi bala," meaning "I'm fine." If you're planning a visit to Burkina Faso, it's crucial to respect local customs and traditions. Remember, when meeting someone for the first time, a firm handshake is the norm. And don't forget to show respect to the elders, a cornerstone of Burkinabe society. Getting around in Burkina Faso is an adventure in itself. Bush taxis and minibuses are the most common forms of transportation for longer distances. For shorter distances within cities, you can hop onto a moto taxi. When it comes to must-visit destinations, the ruins of Loropeni, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, should be on your list. Explore the mystery and history of these ancient ruins that date back over 1,000 years. The natural wonders of Banfora, with its stunning waterfalls and unique rock formations, is a feast for the eyes. And for wildlife enthusiasts, the Arli National Park offers sightings of elephants, hippos, and a variety of bird species. Burkina Faso, with its linguistic diversity and rich oral traditions, is more than just a travel destination. It's a vibrant cultural tapestry waiting to be explored. So go ahead, embark on this journey of discovery with an open heart and a spirit of adventure. Unearth the stories that lie in the heart of Burkina Faso, and let its languages and traditions enrich your understanding of this beautiful part of the world.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to step foot in the land of upright people? Welcome to Burkina Faso, a West African nation steeped in history, cultural diversity, and captivating natural beauty, ready to be explored. Burkina Faso's story begins in the medieval era with the mighty Mossi kingdoms. Established in the 13th century, these kingdoms thrived on horseback warfare and agricultural prowess, creating a strong and enduring society. The Mossi kingdoms were not only formidable fighters, but also skilled artisans, sculptors and musicians, leaving a rich cultural legacy that continues to influence Burkina Faso today. The 19th century brought European explorers, and with them, the winds of change. The French arrived, and by the late 19th century, Burkina Faso, then known as Upper Volta, became a French colony. French colonial rule lasted until the mid-20th century, leaving a lasting impact on the country's language, education, and infrastructure. In the mid-20th century, a wave of nationalism swept across Africa, and Burkina Faso was no exception. On August 5, 1960, the nation gained its independence from France. The first president, Maurice Yameogo, took the helm of the nascent nation, marking the beginning of a new chapter in its history. In the years that followed, Burkina Faso experienced a series of coups, political instability, and economic challenges. Yet through it all, the people of Burkina Faso remained resilient. Their spirit of endurance and unity is embodied in the name Burkina Faso, meaning land of upright people, chosen by President Thomas Sankara in 1984. In recent years, Burkina Faso has made strides in education, healthcare and women's rights, showcasing its commitment to social development and progress. Despite its challenges, Burkina Faso continues to move forward, powered by the unwavering determination and unity of its people. Today, Burkina Faso stands as a testament to a resilient past and a hopeful future. Its cultural tapestry is as diverse as it is vibrant, with over 60 different ethnic groups each contributing to the rich cultural mosaic. From the rhythmic beats of traditional Mossi music to the brightly colored fabrics of the Bobo people, Burkina Faso is a feast for the senses. The natural beauty of Burkina Faso is equally breathtaking. From the sun-drenched Sahel in the north to the lush savannas in the south, Burkina Faso's landscapes are a stunning showcase of West Africa's diverse ecosystems. The country's national parks, such as Ali and W National Park, are home to a plethora of wildlife, including elephants, lions, and a myriad of bird species. As we conclude our journey, take a moment to appreciate the montage of images that encapsulate Burkina Faso's cultural diversity, historical resilience, and natural beauty. From the heart of the Mossi kingdoms to the vibrant streets of Ouagadougou, every corner of Burkina Faso tells a story of a proud and enduring nation. Thank you for joining this journey through Burkina Faso, the land of upright people, where the spirit of community and cultural vibrancy thrives. As we part ways, remember that the world is full of wonders waiting to be explored, and Burkina Faso is certainly one of them.